Happy 9-year anniversary, Xenoverse 2. Can you guys believe that this game is still receiving supports and content till this day? 9 whole years, that is crazy when you think about it. So it's actually 10 years for the entire franchise, just because Xenoverse 1 dropped back in February of 2015. So 8 months ago from recording this video, February, that's when Xenoverse 1 hit its 10th year. Specifically in regards to Xenoverse 2, yesterday, October 25th, that's when it hit its 9th year, right? And we're still getting DLC to this day, which is epic if you ask me. I'm not complaining. They could go for a different saga. Instead of the Future Saga with its 4 different chapters, it could be, I don't even know, the Timebreaker Saga. Oh, dude! Did I just come up with the new formula for Xenoverse 2? Where the CAC becomes a Timebreaker? Hold on now. Hold on now. Don't let me cook over here. The Timebreaker Saga? Wouldn't that be epic? I mean, to be fair, a lot of us will like to see a Xenoverse 3, but as I just said, I wouldn't mind if they continue Xenoverse 2 DLC. Imagine how Xenoverse 2 is going to look like in big 2026. Now, I know a lot of us already know about the upcoming Dragon Ball event that's going to be held in January. They already confirmed that's going to be a new Dragon Ball game, and a lot of us will like that game to be Xenoverse 3. But if not, it is what it is, because I'm probably going to play it either way. I play a lot of the Dragon Ball games, okay? I don't even know why I'm talking about that. I do digress. But Chapter 3 is going to be dropping here in about 4 days. Yeah, relatively soon. And then we still have Chapter 4 to look forward to. That's obviously going to be around Battle Hour 2026. We might get some reveals about that DLC pack over there. Because there's usually a 6-month wait period between the Future Saga Chapter DLCs. Probably around Q2 of 2026 is when we'll be able to play DLC Chapter 4. So Dimps and Bandai, they don't necessarily do much for the Xenoverse anniversary. We don't get any new unlockables, no in-game events, no anniversary raid boss missions, nothing along those lines, which in my personal opinion, that's totally fine. They don't have to celebrate the Xenoverse anniversary. That's more like a fan thing that we like to do every year. We just talk about the state of the game, you know, the upcoming stuff, as I just mentioned, Future Saga Chapter 3, and then Chapter 4, probably around Q2 of next year. But then even beyond that, for the entirety of 2026, do you guys think they're going to be including even more DLC, or do you guys think Future Saga is going to be the last of it for Xenoverse 2? Again, getting that Timebreaker Saga would be kind of peak. Not gonna lie, they could make things interesting. I know it does feel like within the Future Saga, especially with Destroyed Kanton City, you know, it seems like they're kind of closing the chapters or the doors of Xenoverse 2. You know, potentially, hopefully, releasing a Xenoverse 3 soon. That will be the best case scenario. But anything Xenoverse related is always a big win, big W in my personal opinion. It's funny when you take a look at the entire Xenoverse timeline, if you will. No pun intended, just because Xenoverse is all about timelines, but the franchise is what I'm referring to. Xenoverse 1 lasted for 1 year. What, we got 3 or 4 DLCs. And then Xenoverse 2, all the way 2016 up till now, 2024, 9 years. So if they ever do drop a Xenoverse 3, imagine how that game is going to look. The base roster, everything from Xenoverse 2 over in a base game of Xenoverse 3. And then what? Another decade of Xenoverse 3 contents? That will be peak. It will be a lot cooler, just because they could obviously do their own things, like with the Future Saga, how they're doing now. But what I'm trying to say, the Dragon Ball Super manga might be out at that time, the anime adaptation. So we could see all the Super manga exclusive contents like Gas, Granola, Moro, such an epic villain, over in Xenoverse 3, and it's just going to be epic with the in-game mechanics, the additional contents that we could do with our CACs. Woo! This is why the Xenoverse franchise and Xenoverse 2 is like the best Dragon Ball game of all time. And let's say we do eventually get a Xenoverse 3. you know, that will be an epic finale for the franchise, right? Having a trilogy, just because that's something they've been doing for the past Dragon Ball games, like the Budokai series. We got 1, 2, and 3. Well, Infinite Worlds, that's technically Budokai 4. Budokai Tenkaichi, another example. We got the trilogy. Wait, no, then we got Sparking Zero, the 4th installment. So, yeah, 2 decades from a potential Xenoverse 3, they might bring back the franchise again with the Xenoverse 4. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. I'm just yapping. But what's currently going on with the game right now? Nothing much. This Janemba Light Raid is back. It started a couple days ago on the 23rd of October. And as I just said, James Bandai, they don't celebrate Xenoverse anniversary. So this Light Raid here, the DLC, it's just a coincidence, right? It's around the same time as the anniversary. But, you know, they're not doing this DLC or this raid update because of the 9th year. It's just a coincidence, right? So I feel like they weren't supposed to reveal that Golden Frieza panel going back over here, just because the official Dragon Ball pages, Bandai, they haven't said anything about Golden Frieza. Again, this image is from like an ad or the Xenoverse 2 questionnaire, something like that. This was at the very bottom, you know, just promoting the DLC, and obviously the official pages, like the Twitter or their YouTube channel, they haven't revealed Golden Frieza. So it might have been an accidental leak, which doesn't necessarily matter. The character is going to be revealed here in about 3 days. Again, the launch trailer usually drops the day before, so most likely the 29th. But we don't have any details besides Broly in his wrathful form. I mean, we've talked about him many times already with his transformation, his 3 skills. Well, I guess the Awoken technically counts as a transformation, so 4 skills total for the character. I mean, obviously, I don't think we're going to be getting a Berserk or Super Saiyan Rage Awoken for our CACs, which will be top tier, don't get me wrong. They haven't revealed any of the free update content, so we just have to be patient in regards to that. The last DLC, the Daima, we didn't necessarily get much for the free update, right? It was mainly the paid contents. But in regards to the Future Saga chapters, they usually, you know, give us a decent amount of content for the free update. So that's why I'm looking forward to all of the reveals within the launch trailer. That's going to be fun. So since this is the anniversary, why not go down memory lane? You know, how is Xenoverse 2 holding up after 9 whole years? Well, we've gotten a total of 20 DLCs. We got the first saga, if you will, the super packs, and then we got the extra packs, total of 8 DLCs. Then we got the ultra packs, the legendary packs, only one Kantan City vote pack. I feel like they should do a second one. Ooh, maybe after Future Saga Chapter 4, you know what I mean? Because we're not entirely sure if they're going to be doing a lot more DLCs, but an easy way out for them to do another DLC would be the Kantan City Vote Pack 2. You know, having us vote for the characters we want to see. I think the first one, there was like a total of 5 characters we got to pick from. UI Goku obviously won. If there's a Goku for a Vote Pack 2, expect that character to win. Hero of Justice Pack, that was a good time. And then the ongoing Future Saga. Oh yeah, the Dama Pack, obviously because of the anime, they had to throw this out there, you know, kind of help promote each other. And then, yeah, we're continuing with Chapter 3 and 4. How many characters did we get total from all these DLCs? Was it around probably 40 plus characters? That is absurd. 2 from the first pack with a lot of skills. Comment down below which DLC was the best. That's actually very interesting. Here we got DLC 2 with 2 characters. I'm mainly just going to be going over the characters, but again, we did get a lot of the skills, new costumes, accessories, Super Souls. DLC 4, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta was very cool. We got DLC 5, Deborah, Majin Buu. I mean, they could still pump out DLCs if they really want to, you know, and just include a lot of the other transformed characters or just characters in general that Xenoverse 2 doesn't already have, and then boom, right there, easy DLC sales. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of the popular characters would be the best case scenario. That's why they're throwing Wrathful Broly in this DLC pack, because he's like the last popular, majority-wise, character that they could include. At least I think. I'm not necessarily thinking about all the other characters right now. I mean, they could throw in some more characters from the Tournament of Power. Bergamo. He's not extremely popular, but he's well known in the community. People like him. 9 whole years of Xenoverse 2. I'm scrolling down. I've been scrolling down for like 10 minutes, and it's non-stop, bro. It's non-stop. Like a whole generation has gone by already. Jesus. And Future Saga Chapter 3, October 30th, 2025. We're all waiting, bro. It's leading me to believe that we're going to be getting 2 characters for this DLC. They could still be dropping a 3rd. Who knows? Comment that down below as well. Who's the 3rd character you guys would like to see, if there's going to be one? Chapter 4 coming soon. So you see how there's DLC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all in numerical order. But right here, after DLC 10, you probably notice how it skips over DLC 11 and goes directly to DLC 12. So this is because of that one major free update. You guys remember Supreme Kai of Time? We got partner character keys. We got new skills, accessories. It was pretty much like a new DLC. A new character, Supreme Kai of Time herself. You know what I mean? So the community, we kind of dubbed it as DLC 11, the free updates, even though it wasn't a DLC. So technically, Legendary Pack 1 is supposed to be DLC 11. You know what I mean? So even with Chapter 4 included, technically is the 20th DLC, right? But since we counted the free update as the 11th DLC, Chapter 4 is DLC 21. And I just wanted to mention that. I mentioned that a few times here on the channel before, but just wanted to yap about how great a game Xenoverse 2 is. You know, and, you know, the potential content we'll see in the future beyond Chapter 4. That could be very interesting. Again, the 2026 Dragon Ball event, what if that is the Xenoverse 3? Oh my gosh. That'd be too cool. Yeah, the raid is currently ongoing. The light raid. This is going to be the final free updates before DLC 20 free update, Future Saga Chapter 3. This is going to end October 29th. 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, I'm just waiting for Chapter 3 at this point, man. This is it for today's video. See you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace!